Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, as the case may be. What we're going to do today is look at the dumbbell version of the hack squat. Both versions have your feet close together. One version is with your toes outward. The other form is with your toes forward. So what I'll do, I'll demonstrate both of them. So when I'm demonstrating, what I'll do, I'll put the dumbbells behind me on the toes out version. And what we're looking for is for our hips to be involved, our knees to be involved, and our ankles to be involved, and our body to stay as upright as possible. So let me do some reps for you. I normally do 20 of these in a set, so that's what I'm going to do. So we come down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And what we're going to do there is really feel it in the inside of the leg. So you'll be working the adductors, and you're also going to feel it in the glutes a little bit, because you're trying to stabilise that outward movement. But you're also working the hamstrings and the quads. If we change the movement, and all we're going to do by changing the movement is bring the blocks together like so, what you're going to do is you're going to emphasise, by doing this version, the quads more, the hamstrings more, and the glutes a lot more. But with all these versions, you're also going to activate the calves. If we start with the blocks, if you have an ankle mobility problem, and then what we're going to work towards is taking the blocks away. So we don't need a lot of weight in these particular exercises. That is why they are really good for the home gym environment. So let's go with our second one and show you how to do it. Now with this one, I'll keep the dumbbells at the side like this because I want to get as deep as possible. So we're here, and what we're going to do, let the knees go forward this time, following the path of our toes. And our knees are going to go over our toes. So we come here and drive up. Yeah? So again, let's do our 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So what you can see, I'm using 3 kilos in each hand. They are actually taxing the CV, the heart and lungs. So they're very good if you want to use them towards a sport where kicking is involved. And that can be anything. For instance, swimmers could really benefit from this, because when they do a tumble turn, they get to push off. A football player kicking a football, a martial artist kicking his opponent or kicking the big bag. So what am I trying to say here? Selection of exercises is key to your sport. Now, when we're doing it with the blocks, we are working on getting weight, strength in the muscle and getting you confident at doing the exercise correctly on the blocks. So we're building muscular strength when we're on the blocks. When we take the blocks away, what we're looking at doing is being able to do the exercise and strengthen the ankle joint for those exact same reasons for kicking. Yeah? And it's more to do with martial artists than anything else. Okay? And what it's going to do is develop your ankles as well as your knees and your hips to guard against injury. But it's going to be a balance exercise. So when you get to the floor and do it on the floor, you're going to have to drop back in the weight and start over again. Because we're not only doing strength, we're doing balance as well. And that's the main thing that I do it for. I don't do it to get big weights. And that's why I do higher rep range. I use it to condition the muscle, to condition the heart and lungs, and to look after the main thing that these exercises are looking after are your ankle joint, your knee joint, and your hip joint. It's a multi-jointed exercise. Okay, with that in mind, what you can do is hit the like button if you find this information helpful. Give them a try in your training and see what you think, both versions. What I would say is give them at least 6 weeks of trial just to see how they work, and don't be crazy on the weights. Don't try to take them up. Get your repetitions and your sets out. I would normally recommend 3 sets of 20 reps, and once you can do 3 sets of 20 reps, then you increase the weight. Now just take the example weight that I've got here. I'm only using 3 kilos in either hand, so that's 6 kilos in total, and that's quite a decent weight to be using. Once I get to that 3 sets of 20 with that particular weight, all I would do is pick up my 4 kilo dumbbells and start the process again. The lower range of the exercise is when you increase the weight, is 3 sets of 15. And then you start to go, right, I'm going to build up to 3 sets of 20 with those 4 kilos. Okay? Okay. Like I said, give it a thumbs up if you want. Try the exercise. I'll bid you good night and God bless.